Welcome to Southwest Championship Wrestling. Great lineup for you today. You'll be seeing the Ninja Warrior. He's the Japanese assassin making another appearance here today on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Also the dynamic duo, the Southwest Tag Team Champions, Tully, Blanchard, and Gino Hernandez, will be going into the ring to meet Ken Lucas and Rick Morton. Bobby Jaggers, the hangman from Kansas, will be here. You'll see Mr. Pile Driver, Bob Sweetin, the Cowboy, Scott Casey, and the King, Jerry Lawler. All that excitement yet to come here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. My name is Steve Staggs. It's my pleasure to have with me Dick Slater, the Southwest Heavyweight Champion. And Dick, things are getting a little hot in Southwest Championship Wrestling. And when I say that, I'm talking about you and Mr. Don Carson.
Well, you know, Don Carson is the kind of man that'll go to any length to get rid of Dick Slater. You know, Don Carson, as much money as you're spending, and I know because I hear around the country I have a lot of friends. Killer Kong for one, the Assassin for two, the Ninja Warrior for three, Adrian Adonis. You don't think I don't know where all these people are coming from and where are they coming from and why are they coming here? Because Don Carson is going to try to get Dick Slater right completely out of professional wrestling in itself. You want to spend a lot of money. Well, Don Carson, I don't have a lot of money, but 10,000 of my dollars will go right in your pocket if you give me 5 minutes of your time. And I've made it that challenge week after week after week. And you seem to just keep on shying that off. But you'll spend a lot of money to bring somebody in here to hurt me. Well, a Mongolian Stomper's not around anymore. You're eighth wonder of the world. I didn't say I was Superman either, Don Carson. I can't conquer the world. But I sure won't back up for any man that you bring into the Southwest area to try to put him in the ring. Not only to take this from around my waist, but to hurt Dick Slater. Well, Don Carson, you're getting very violent and very serious about it. And I'm not going to sit around and stand still, and every time I turn around and get in the ring, Steve Stack, I got to worry about some man jumping me from behind.
Well, I know
I'll
what
take
you mean.
care of my own business. I want to thank everybody very much.
Thank you very much, Dick Slater. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the words from Dick Slater. He's offered $10,000 for Don Carson to get a ring with him. Carson is standing out here in the ringside bringing the Ninja Warrior in. So here is your ring announcer for our opening match, Mr. Marty Martinez.
First match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, one fall, 10-minute time limit. Introducing in the right corner, weighing in at 230 pounds from Tokyo, Japan, Don Carson presents the Ninja Warrior. In the left corner, weighing in at 235 pounds from Seattle, Washington, Frank Monte, your referee, Jack Howell.
Well, the bell sounds, and we've moved down to ringside here, and we're sitting right off the apron. And I don't know if this is a safe place to be with the Ninja Warrior in the ring. Uh-oh, here comes the samurai sword out. I don't know. I don't think I want to be around here at ringside. Oh, he's swishing that sword around. Mr. Don Carson tells him to put it back into this holder. And I think that's the best place for it to be. I hope he gets it out of the ring. We saw the Ninja Warrior for the first time last week, and here he comes again. This is the wildest man I've ever seen, and he is very vicious, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your eyes on the Ninja Warrior as he goes against Frank Monte. He starts quickly with those big chops. Choking on the ropes. The Ninja Warrior throws Frank Monte down. Off the ropes comes Monte, and there's a big kick from the Ninja Warrior. Another kick from the Ninja Warrior. Ninja Warrior has Frank Monte on the ropes. Oh, I know you could hear that. Frank Monte's down. I don't see how he even just sat down. What a blow he took from this Ninja Warrior. The Ninja Warrior grabbing the hair of Frank Monte, slams him to the mat. The Ninja Warrior about 6 feet away from me, and I don't know if I even want to be that close to him as he takes a fist and puts it in the eyes of Frank Monte. Don Carson yells something into the Ninja Warrior, and whatever it was, the Ninja Warrior come up with a big judo chop. He takes Monte over, slams his throat across that top rope. There's another one of those big judo chops. Oh, tremendous blow. Monte being choked by the bare foot of the Ninja Warrior. It's been all the Ninja Warrior here to start it out on Southwest Championship Wrestling. There's a chop to the back of the neck. Ninja Warrior circling the ring, comes up with a kick. Another kick. Chop to the back of the neck. And Frank Monte comes up with a forearm, another forearm, a drop kick, and the Ninja Warrior's on the ropes. And as Monte went in, the Ninja Warrior knocked him down. Ninja Warrior slams, a power slam from the Ninja Warrior. He's going into the corner. He's up on the middle rope. Here he comes. Flies through the air with the head. And it's 1, 2, 3, and there's no way that Frank Monte is going to get up as the Ninja Warrior makes another successful appearance here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. As we go into the ring now to get Mr. Don Carson and the Ninja Warrior, Mr. Carson, another impressive victory.
Did you take a look at that? That was impressive. You better believe it was impressive. Listen now.
I just wonder if you keep him away from us.
That was a small sample. That's not meant for you. That's meant for somebody else. That was a small sample. Dick Slater, you are scared to death right now. Did you see how he was trembling when he left the ring a while ago? Dick Slater, you're trying to buy some time with your stupid money. I don't want your money. After the things that's happened in this territory right here with you, Dick Slater, I don't worry about the money. I don't worry about anything except you and another guy. You don't know who that is, do you?
No, I don't.
This man right here, the Ninja Warrior, that means simply Japanese assassin. I said Japanese assassin. He will do every single command that I give him. Did you notice the commands that I gave him? Every single one. If it means coming from the top of a building, down on top of anybody's head, he will do that too. Another little thing. I didn't know that you'd find out so fast. You must have some spies working all over the country. It must be costing you a lot of money. Let me tell you something. You better listen to this, boy. Your time is limited. You better listen. When I give Ninja Warrior the command, that's when it's going to happen. Kublai Khan will be here. I don't mind telling you when. He'll be here for next week's television, you understand? Dick Slater and 2 other people might not be here next week.
Thank you very much, Don Carson, the manager of the Ninja Warrior. And what a wild guy this is. And you heard Killer Khan, who is 306 pounds, is coming to Southwest Championship Wrestling. We'll be back with the dynamic duo right after this. Our next match is going to be a tag team match. It's a dynamic duo, Tully, Blanchard, and Gino Hernandez. They'll be out in a moment. We'll take on Ken Lucas and Rick Morton. And Rick, you've had a lot of troubles with these 2 guys.
Well, Steve, the people fixed to see her here at tape. Well, the last time we met Gino and Tully here at the Hemisphere Arena, where they pulled something out of their tights, hit me in the head with it. We went to the promotion, and we got to the promotion and talked to them. We got a match with Tully and Gino right here on TV. Now, we're sick and tired of what's going on because I got enough knots and scars on my head, brother, that something's going to end, and it's going to end right here, Steve.
Thank you very much, Ken.
Steve, you know, you don't mind losing a championship match, or you don't mind losing a match if you get beat 1, 2, 3. Then anybody pulls out a foreign object and hits somebody, he's got to be a low-class person. Well, you know, we've just about had it right up to here with Tully and Gino. A matter of fact, we have. We asked the Southwest Championship matches to put this on TV. We're going to wrestle them. We're going to show the people what we can do to Gino and Tully.
Well, you guys are claiming that they use foreign objects to win their matches.
Well, Steve, that's every time we get in the ring. It's either Tully or it's either Gino. We got them beat, and here they come. Yes,
okay, thank you very much, and good luck to you in this match. The dynamic duo, Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez, will be coming out. So let's go to our ring announcer, Mr. Marty Martinez.
match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, a tag team match, 1 fall, 10-minute time limit. In the right corner, the Southwest Tag Team Champions, the dynamic duo. Weighing in at 230 pounds from Houston, Texas, gorgeous Gino Hernandez. His partner, weighing in at 232 pounds from San Antonio, Texas, Tully Blanchard. In the left corner, weighing in at 210 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, Ricky Morton. His partner, weighing in at 220 pounds from Phoenix, Arizona, Ken Lucas.
You heard the bell. Tag team action here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. The Southwest Tag Team Champions, Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez, go against Ken Lucas and Rick Morton. It's Blanchard starting against Lucas. Side headlock by Lucas right here in front of us. Then they're whipped across the ring. A reversal, and Tully Blanchard finds himself being thrown down by Ken Lucas. Blanchard complaining that maybe Lucas used the trunk, but I don't believe so. I believe it was just a nice, clean move. Tully Blanchard over talking to Gino Hernandez, complaining to Gino about the tight pulling, but I don't believe he did it. Side headlock once again by Lucas. Here comes Morton tagging in. He grabs Blanchard, puts a side headlock on him. They bounce off the ropes. Morton went underneath and a crossbody block. Blanchard is down and a count of 2. Oh boy. Gino Hernandez now makes his way into the ring. The other half of the Southwest Tag Team Champion. Rick Morton stays in for his team. They lock up in the referee's position. Coming out of it with a side headlock is Rick Morton. Morton holding on tight. Off the ropes, it's Morton's shoulder. Send Hernandez down. Over the top goes Morton. Drop kick puts Gino Hernandez down to the mat. He's up in an arm drag, puts him right back down. Here comes the tag. Ken Lucas coming back in. Morton holds Hernandez for Lucas, and Lucas drops a knee into that shoulder. A kick from Ken Lucas. Gino Hernandez showing a little pain on the face as Rick Morton tags in. Lucas holds Hernandez. Morton uppercuts the arm. Puts the twist in that arm bar. Uppercuts it again. Gino would like to get out and tag out to Tully Blanchard, but he's got a long way to stretch. The fans are going wild. They do every time Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez step in the ring. They call themselves the dynamic duo. Hernandez trying to make the tag. Blanchard trying to reach over the top ropes. They lack about a foot. Hernandez is up on the ropes, but he's not going to get to come in. Nope. Jack Howe, the referee, steps in because Blanchard was standing on the bottom rope. You have to have your feet on the floor to make that tag and reach over the top. Blanchard didn't have that. Morton pulling on that arm of Gino Hernandez. There's a tag. Ken Lucas coming back in. Lucas back at that left arm. There's a tag. Ricky Morton coming back. So quick tags from the team of Morton and Lucas, as they know they got to conserve all the energy they can because they're in for a fight, as they usually are, with Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard. Hernandez whipped Morton into that turnbuckle, and you saw Blanchard tag in quickly, and Tully would like to finish it off. Oh, he laid one on the jaw. Blanchard, beautiful back suplex. Oh, Tully Blanchard. Hey, don't take anything away from Blanchard and Hernandez. They can wrestle. Some people don't like the tactics they use, but they also have those great wrestling moves. Blanchard with an elbow to the side of the head of Rick Morton. Looked like Hernandez was going to help out, but he didn't. There's a backbreaker. Morton's down. Blanchard doesn't cover him. He tags out for Hernandez, and Hernandez is in with an elbow smash, and he flies through the air and drops it on there. Here comes a count. Morton has a leg out of the bottom rope, so that saved him right there. Ricky Morton off the ropes, and his legs are cut out from underneath him by Gino Hernandez. Here comes a count, and it's 2. Quick tag now. Tully Blanchard is in. Blanchard high in the air. He tries to get Ricky Morton. He doesn't get him. And a reversal as Ricky Morton got Tully Blanchard and put him down. Hernandez yelling for Blanchard, come on, get over here, make the tag, let me come in, I'll finish him off, and we'll see if he can. Oh, he rolls him up, he hooked him as they come over, and Hernandez somehow kicked out. Now Blanchard is in, looked like Morton pulled the sneak and had the match won. He blocked it, oh, and he lays one right into the top of the head of Tully Blanchard. Here's a tag. As Blanchard couldn't stop Ricky Morton from tagging out to Ken Lucas, and Lucas is after Blanchard. Oh, the back of Tully Blanchard is hurting now. Here he comes this way. Lucas doubles him up with a fist, bringing him back over this way again. Hooks him, sleeper hold. Hernandez come in. Morton keeping Hernandez out of there. Gino Hernandez has gone to the trunks. Hernandez went to the trunks. He brought something out of the trunks, and Ken Lucas got it away from him. Ken Lucas got it away from him. I don't know what it is, but Lucas is using it on Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard. Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard. It looked like maybe Hernandez got something out of the trunks. Jack Howell, the referee, has got the foreign objects, and it is, I can't tell what it is, but Ken Lucas had used it on Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jack Howell will get the decision. We'll get the decision off the referee Jack Howell.
I only do one thing. I caught Ken Lucas with this on his hand. That's a disqualification in anybody's language.
There you have it, straight from the official referee, Jack Howell, a disqualification as Ken Lucas was caught using the foreign language, and we'll be back with more Southwest Championship Wrestling right after this.
Next match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, one fall, 15-minute time limit. In the right corner, weighing in at 265 pounds from Dunlap, Kansas, the Hangman, Bobby Jaggers. In the left corner, weighing in at 236 pounds from Havana, Cuba, El Gran Apollo.
The Hangman from the state of Kansas, Bobby Jaggers, in the ring to go against the young man out of Havana, Cuba, El Gran Apollo. On the ropes, it's the Hangman in front. And Jaggers broke. Hammerlock by El Gran Apollo, reaches down, has a takedown, and Jaggers kicks out. Coming to Southwest Championship Wrestling next week, Killer Khan, big Japanese wrestler, 306 pounds. Over the top goes El Gran Apollo. Can he get Jaggers down? There he goes. There's a count in. Oh, he just about had him, but it was only 2. Also, the Golden Boy from the Big Apple, New York City, New York, Adrian Adonis will be here. Over the top goes El Gran Apollo. A drop kick onto the chin of Bobby Jaggers and a side headlock. And El Gran Apollo keeps Jaggers down, but not for long. One more name to drop on you that's coming to Southwest Championship Wrestling, the Assassin. We've got it all. The best in professional wrestling right here with Southwest Championship Wrestling. Consult your local listing, see what time we're on in your town. Be sure to watch America's #1 wrestling program, Southwest Championship Wrestling. El Gran Apollo holds on to the head of Bobby Jaggers. Gran Apollo laid one in there as he blocked one from Jaggers. 2 count on Jaggers. He had both shoulders down. Jaggers trying to knock Apollo off. Side headlock. El Gran Apollo holding on to Bobby Jaggers, the hangman. Jaggers blocked it. And then Apollo throw him in there. El Gran Apollo holding on to Bobby Jaggers. Referee Jack Howe counts 2. Jaggers picks up the shoulder. They're in the corner. Jaggers is in front. The referee says break. Jaggers throws one on the break. Whips Apollo across the ring. Jaggers goes in after him. Reversal. It's Jaggers going into the corner. Hip toss. Down goes Jaggers. Side headlock. Down goes Jaggers. Up comes the shoulder after count of 2. Jaggers throwing that forearm up onto the side of the head of El Gran Apollo. They're on the ropes. Forearm by El Gran Apollo. Jaggers thrown into the turnbuckles. El Gran Apollo goes flying in. Oh, and Jaggers got out of the way, and El Gran Apollo is hurting as they flew into that corner. Jaggers is punching now. Bobby Jaggers pulls El Gran Apollo out of the corner. Fist right to the throat area of El Gran Apollo, and there's a count, and it's 2. Elbow to the top of the head. They exchange blows. Forearm. Another one by El Gran Apollo, and down goes the hangman. Jaggers off the ropes and a drop kick from El Gran Apollo. Puts him down. He somersaults around the ring. Off the ropes comes Jaggers. El Gran Apollo dives into with a fist. Here it comes. It could be all over, and no, it isn't. Big slam. El Gran Apollo goes to the corner. He's up on the middle rope. And here he comes diving with that fist. And it should be lights out for the hangman, Bobby Jaggers. It's 2. And somehow Jaggers got out. Somehow Jaggers got out. Oh, and Jaggers moves, and Apollo flies to the rope. He's out onto the concrete floor. Jaggers twisting that armband. It looks like he may be adjusting that armband for some reason. He has turned it around. He pushes the referee out of the way, and he lays that armband that he's got up on that right arm right to the top of the head of El Gran Apollo, and he's down. Well, I saw Jaggers twisting that armband like if he may be trying to turn it where if he hits somebody with it, he's got something in it. As it knocked El Gran Apollo down, the referee Jack Howe tells the hangman Bobby Jaggers to stay away. Give El Gran Apollo a chance to get up. Oh, El Gran Apollo. A wound open up above the eye. Jaggers lays that forearm on him again. And the referee Jack Howe's about had enough of the hangman Bobby Jaggers. Now Jaggers adjusting that armband once again. He's turning it back the way he had it originally. El Gran Apollo is hurting. He is staggering over there. Jaggers has really opened up the wounds on the head of El Gran Apollo. Jaggers with an elbow tries to punish him some more. Down goes El Gran Apollo. Jaggers refuses to pin him. And now he is punishing Apollo some more as Jaggers refused to pin El Gran Apollo. Apollo tries to make a comeback, but Jaggers lays another one in there. El Gran Apollo is in bad shape. There's no doubt about it. Jaggers holding onto the hair. Oh, and Jaggers pushes the referee out of the way. The referee asks for a bail. That's going to cost Jaggers the match, but I don't believe he cares. Referee Jack Howe trying to get Jaggers off. Oh, and Jaggers throws the referee down again. El Gran Apollo is kicked, and he is going out onto the floor. The referee is getting Jaggers out of there. Let me go up here and see if I can get this hangman from Kansas, Bobby Jaggers. Bobby Jaggers. El Gran Apollo is going to get an assist from Scott Casey, Frank Money, and Tony Frank. Bobby Jaggers, I cannot believe.
You got a story to hear.
Yeah, and I got a story to tell. I can't believe that you had a referee and threw him down twice. You could have pinned the man. You didn't do it.
Proved to Texas, Daddy. I just proved to Texas what Mexican wrestlers are made of. No guts, a lot of mouth, and very little brains. Now let me tell you a story. I had a cousin that was a professional wrestler. This so-called athlete hit him in the head with a baseball bat in Tampa, Florida. R.T. Tyler doesn't wrestle no more. But Apollo, the hangman from Kansas, his own blood brother, he wrestles. And Daddy, I saw him carry you out of here just a minute ago. And I hope, Daddy, I hope that they carry you to the nearest hospital. And I hope some doctor tells you, don't you ever get back in a wrestling ring again. I don't want to beat El Gran Apollo, Daddy. This is a family affair. I want to put him out of professional wrestling for life. Not for 1 day, not for 2 days, not for 1 week, not for 2 weeks, Daddy, for life. And Apollo, you have felt the hangman. That's your blood. And you better pray, brother, that you never get your slimy, greasy body and your habla español in the ring with me again, because the same damn thing will happen.
There you have the hangman, Bobby Jaggers, and he really did punish El Gran Apollo. Stay tuned now, because Mr. Piledriver Bob Sweethead coming out next. We'll be back with that match right after this.
For your next match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, one fall, 10-minute time limit. In the right corner, weighing in at 236 pounds, from the islands of Samoa, Coco Samoa. In the left corner, weighing in at 285 pounds, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Mr. Piledriver Bob Sweethead.
Bob Sweethead, Mr. Piledriver against Coco Samoa. Oh, Samoa. Oh, he gets the wildest look on his face any man I've ever seen. That's a way to straighten him up. Sweethead quickly whips Samoa across the ring, kicks him with that big boot, catches him bouncing off the rope, slams him to the mat, arm drags him, and Bob Sweethead has Coco Samoa right where he wants him right now. Samoa trying to make his way up. Throws a fist. Off the ropes, Coco Samoa with a shoulder knocks Bob Sweethead down. Over the top goes Coco Samoa. Whoops, Sweethead got him. Samoa thought he had things going this way. Up comes the right shoulder. Referee Jack Howe holding up, looking down to the mat there, and of course the Samoa had the shoulders down for just a moment, but Jack Howe only got a 1 count on him. And now Samoa coming up. Sweetan holding on that left arm. Samoa rakes her fingers around the eye area of Bob Sweetan. Headbutt. Oh, that staggered Sweetan. He's back into the corner. Coco Samoa with the thumb maybe close to the throat. He turned away from me just as he threw that blow, whatever it was, put Sweetan down. Now that's close to the area of the eyes. Snapmare by Coco Samoa. Takes those bare feet, rakes him across the face of Bob Sweetan. Now he kicks him with that foot. Another kick. Sweetan with a fist trying to keep Samoa off of him. Sweetan laying back on the ropes. Samoa once again raking those fingers across the face of Bob Sweetan. Big fist there knocks Coco Samoa down. Oh, he caught him with that forearm that time. And that'd be a judo chop there from Samoa. Sweetan whipped into the turnbuckle. Whoop, Samoa went diving in there after him, and Bob Sweetan wasn't there. Sweetan reaches down, grabs Coco Samoa, going for the power driver. He's got him. He got him. Oh, he dropped him right on the head, and that ought to be it. Here comes the count. 2, 3, and it's all over. Bob Sweetan with the power driver puts Coco Samoa out. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up here now, El Gran Apollo going into the ring.
Una sola cosa quiero decirte, Bobby Jaggers. Bobby Jaggers, tú eres un desgraciado. Y esto que tú me has hecho a mí lo vas a pagar con lágrimas de sangre. Acuérdate que te lo digo, porque tú me vienes a mí siguiendo desde Florida, porque yo sé que eres tu cuñado de este deporte de la lucha libre. Y una cosa voy a decirte, tienes que matarme como un hombre, porque yo tengo corazón para que me mates, oh desgraciado.
Oh, El Gran Apollo leaving the ring quickly, and he's talking about Bobby Jaggers, and I don't blame him. We'll hear more about that, there's no doubt about it. The Cowboy, Scott Casey, will be coming into the ring right after this important message here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, we are joining this match in progress, and the excitement it's been as Grenade Boyer and Scott Casey have really been battling it out. You see Casey with a kick there. Now it's Boyer punching back. Casey holds on to him, takes him to the side, and drops him down. Oh, these fans have been going wild during this match. This has been going on about 8 or 10 minutes, and Grenade Boyer has really been pouring it on Scott Casey. Casey trying to make a comeback here, but not too successful at this point. In behind goes Scott Casey. Has Boyer up with a backbreaker. Drops him down. Here comes the count. It's 1, 2, 3. And there it is. Scott Casey getting the big slam and putting Boyer down. 1, 2, 3, and there you have it. Well, going from the match of Scott Casey and Grenade Boyer, here with me now is Mr. Pile Driver, Bob Sweetan.
You know, the thing that always sticks in my throat, the thing's been bothering me for a long time, you know that, Steve, as well as anybody else, is the so-called king from Tennessee, Jerry Lawler. Here's a man that thinks of himself way above everybody else. He looks down his nose at the working people. People of the working class to him are just something to step on. When he does this, it bothers me too. And here's a man that I've been in the ring with before. Nothing's ever been done the way I want it done. The results have never been right. And this man seems to just thrive on the fact that he's the greatest, or he thinks he's the greatest. And I want another shot of this man. I want this man in the ring. And every time you see a VTR of him, he's always doing something. He's always beating up different people. only beating him up. He never beats him where 1, 2, 3. Now this is something that I thrive on, in beating people 1, 2, 3. Lawler knows that. He's been beaten by me before 1, 2, 3, and he's always had an excuse, always something to complain about. But this is what I'm getting sick and tired of. I mean, I want Lawler in a kind of a situation where he's got no excuses from anything. He's got to finally admit to himself above anything else that he is not the king after all.
Well, Bob, but we want you to stand by because we're going to show the fans at home and you Jerry Lawler as he takes on the former world's heavyweight champion Harley Race right after this important message.
know, this Lawler, he always has these people. He bounces around, but he never pins them, like I said before, and everything he does is to music.
Well, speaking of music, Bob Sweetan, I've got a little entertainment for you that Jerry Lawler sent along for me and asked me to play to these fans and to play to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the singing king, Jerry Lawler.
Sing when I get a hold of him. That's what I'd like to know.
If you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place. If you're looking for trouble, look right in my face. I was born standing up, hogging back. Daddy was a green-eyed mountain jack, talking people. My middle name is Misery. Well, I'm evil, so don't you mess around with me. Trouble, but I never ran. I don't take no orders, no kind of man. I'm only made out flesh, blood, and bone. But if you're gonna start a rumble, don't you try it all alone. 'Cause I'm evil. My middle name is Misery. Yes, I'm evil, so don't you mess around with me. I'm evil, I'm evil, I'm evil, I'm evil, so don't mess around, don't mess around, don't mess around with me.
Well, Bob, what are you thinking now about the singing of Jerry Lawler?
This man will go to no ends to try to impress people. What I want to know is, Lawler, what are you going to sound like when you get in the ring with me? Because you're going to sound just like a cat with his tail caught in a fence. You get up on there and you try to prove to everybody you can sing, how evil and how bad you are. You haven't proved a thing to me. I do all my proving right in a squared circle. You haven't proved nothing to me in the past, and I don't think you're going to prove anything to me in the future. You remind me a lot of a few people that are in the area, like Tully, Blanchard, and Gino Hernandez. These guys are the same as Lawler. They do anything to try to win. They do anything to try to impress people. These people pull foreign objects out of their tights to try to hit me, try to put me out of commission. Early on in this program, they tried to do the same thing to Rick Morton and Ken Lucas. Now, these guys are to the point now where everybody's a little fed up with them. I know I'm fed up with them. I know Ken is fed up with them. I know Rick is fed up with them. They've got a long score to settle with these people, and all I want is that time it's all got cleaned up. But what I want most of all is I want Lawler, and I want him my way.
Thank you very much, Bob Sweetan. Ken?
You know, Steve, I can't even believe what happened today. You know, they was the ones that brought this object in the ring. We were the ones that got caught with it. It cost us the match. But I think everybody that's watching TV out there knows one thing, that they did have a foreign object. We were the one that got blamed for it, and we lost the match kind of it. But it proves two things. First of all, it proves that myself and Ricky Morton can beat Tully and Gino. Second of all, they was the one that had the object. That's what cost us the match for the belts. You understand?
All right.
And just like what I say, what Sweetan says, he said a lot of this stuff's got to be cleaned out. We go with it 100%. But one thing for sure, when the time comes around and they got to put those belts up again, we're going to fight fire with fire.
Well, Rick, I didn't see where the foreign object came. I saw Hernandez going to the trunks. The next thing I saw, your partner had it, cost you the match.
Well, Steve, the referee was putting me out, which I was a legal man in the ring, but when I looked around, I seen Gino when he pulled it out, and that's when I come around. And my partner, Ken Lucas, picked it up, and he nailed Tully and Gino both with it, which I'm very proud of it. But I'll tell you one thing, we're going to meet you again, brother, and when we do, we're going to beat you.
Thank you very much. Well, for Rapido Rodriguez, this is Steve Staggs saying so long for Southwest Championship Wrestling.